Without you actually saying anything, she immediately presses a button next to her chair. Unit 39, check the engine room.
Tick.
She's actually gonna toss the small device in front of her.
She catches it and quietly examines it in her arm. She doesn't say anything, she just waits until there's a blip on her on her device on the side of her chair, and then she clicks the button. Did you find anything that is not meant to be there or regulated? That is correct. One item. Bring it here immediately. Do you guys want to say anything before the robot arrives?
I guess I'll speak up about the girl unless one of you want to do it. No?
No.
Oh, okay. Essentially, she's gonna gesture towards the girl on the floor. I don't know if you sensed it, but she is like your friend.
Here's her daughter.
Yeah, it's like a dramatic pause, man. In fact, through evidence we found, she is her daughter.
Everybody roll perception.
Oh dear.
I
Okay,
have
guys,
disadvantage.
I've got this.
I have disadvantage on everything.
Me too.
I've got this, man.
Hello.
Oh, thank God for that.
Hey!
3 levels of fucking exhaustion. I'm
It
gonna be
is.
bedridden for 3 days.
You notice something because you rolled like a god, otherwise this would have been pretty much impossible. As the conversation got derailed a bit, you see that Fiona is about to carefully slip into the shadows and get away from the room.
Can I use the last of my talismans? Because I know she can dodge phone stuff, but I try to trap her in a cage of the barriers.
Do you have enough talismans for that?
I
You
have
could just
only
say
a few
where do you
remaining.
think you're going.
Because I have 10
Okay,
from
you can
Rohan
try.
extra, so I only used a few. Essentially, I just go... Where do you think you're going?
I don't know if you noticed, there's a battle below. I've got work to do. She says that, but she looks a little bit worried.
Okay.
Agatha looks towards her and says, Fiona, stay here until I'm done with you. If you leave, I will take this as a confirmation for your misdeeds that you are being judged of.
And now I'm gonna spread my arm once more. I have brought you evidence for man waiting below. This girl was raised by him. She believes him to be her father, but he has done horrible things. Justice needs to be done. That much I know. She's gonna glare towards the flippin' psychopathic commander. Not gonna ask for justice right now. You have seen that 10 times over I could have done something much worse than simply attacking Amelia.
Iris, you said that you can bring the man responsible for all of this here. How?
She's gonna raise another crystal. My companion shall fire him from a cannon. Don't worry.
The same cannons that bombarded my ship.
That is correct. Don't worry. He's in a nice, safe little capsule which will survive the impact.
Obviously this is a terrible idea, but despite that, she just says, I don't care, do it.
I
Bring
click
him
it.
to me.
It's a terrible idea, but very fitting punishment.
May I ask something as he's coming?
What
He's-
is it?
Gestures towards the girl. Could she be taken to a medical room? In her state, I doubt she would believe the story which has been told right now. And she's
Agatha
out cold.
actually gets up from her seat and slowly walks over to where Cardia is unconscious and holds her carefully and gently in her arms, just looking at her quietly.
I step aside, of course.
She then just quietly mutters, It's like she...
She looks just like her, doesn't she?
Yes, Suddenly her facade breaks a little bit more. You see Agatha show you a very sad and lonely face. Even she is not aware, but tears are starting to stream down her face.
I'm gonna try to place one hand on her shoulder.
As you do that, she suddenly looks disturbed, almost like she was in a trance. She realizes what's happening and immediately puts back her cold expression and quickly with one of her arms wipes the tears away from her face. By the way, soon there is a loud crash, as you can imagine from who, and she immediately orders some of the machines. Go collect the package.
Well, the jam inside the package.
I think he's still alive. I think that flipping pod's probably intended to survive much worse than just being flung.
Well, no, it was pissing him off when I was ringing it like a bell earlier.
If it's
That
being
was just
flung out of a
hammer.
railgun at like Mach 3 and then impacting on a ship,
Wood ship. Look, he either
Like-
turned to jam or he's gonna get punished. Either way,
I
it's
can
still
use
thing.
speak to dead.
As that happens, Agatha picks up the girl in her arms and calls for another machine to come by. Take this girl to the medical facility. Treat her as a guest. The machine takes the girl off of Agatha. As for you, she turns towards Fiona. While there is still much that I need to think about, without a doubt, you have done some things that I do not approve of. As such, you will be taken into custody until this matter is resolved. For now, I have more important things to do. Fiona just looks disgruntled but doesn't say anything else.
Yeah, this is a bit pleased.
Soon after, the pot is brought into the into the bridge, and with absolute ease it's popped open, as you can imagine, because she has all the tech in the world. Such a pot is not an issue for her. And as she does, all she sees is a terrified man that has pissed his pants and shot his pants.
Wow. Fucking pathetic.
Agatha stands over the pot with absolute malice and anger in her eyes. She looks at him like a piece of trash. Iris, who is this man? The guy tries to say something, but the next moment a blade appears in Agatha's hand and she thrusts it at his face, making him shut up. Iris, who is this?
Can I point towards Alyssia to basically rattle off his, because she remembers perfect clarity who exactly he is?
Alyssia basically rattles off his entire resume, focusing very, very heavily on the negative parts and the parts that, he kept hidden from the city.
And
So
the fact,
She's
basically
basically
every
casting in the
detail
worst
that will
possible
prove
light.
that you're telling the truth, correct?
yes, and also the
Yeah.
fact that he tricked the flipping humans down there and thinking he did all this.
She brings her free hand forward towards him. You see that she's casting some kind of magic, and he begins to levitate out of the pot and then is unceremoniously flung against a nearby steel wall. He crashes and probably breaks a few bones, maybe even a few parts of his spine, and he comes crashing down on the floor in a lot of pain. With her hand firmly gripping her blade, she then begins stomping towards him. Do you guys want to say or interfere in any way, or are you just going to watch?
I am gonna speak up a little bit, not gonna say anything about it. It's just like, you asked me before why I was doing all this, didn't you?
Yes.
I told you it's because of who I am. That's is only part of it. All of this is clearly the harder option. I could have ended all this days ago. I could have spared people suffering. But I will admit I'm a little bit selfish. I do not wish just to help the world. I wish to change it for the better. Show that people can do things beyond their station. Killing is an easy thing.
Death is as light as a feather.
Yeah.
Yes, it's heavy as a mountain.
Does
As
Horatius
you
actually
say
say that?
that, you
Killing is
see,
fun.
That's awesome, say it.
as you say that, Iris, you see that the anger in her eyes and heart has not quenched a bit. She came here, she risked everything for vengeance, and she wants it no matter what. She is long past redemption. She is not willing to forgive and forget. Your words fall on deaf ears. As you say, sorry, by the way, because Adam kind of distracted me, I wanted to say the same thing. Adam, what were your words exactly?
Oh, it's death is as light as a feather. Duty is heavy as a mountain.
Oh no, actually I heard something else. Never mind. Okay, so, as Iris said, killing is... what did you say? Killing was easy, right?
Killing was very easy, but changing the world is hard.
Oh yeah, okay. So she just says... Maybe because you haven't done what I have. You haven't lost what I did. But for me, for my people, there is only one ending. And I will not succumb to it until this crime has been paid for with blood.
She nods.
With that, she focuses her attention back on the man who is coughing up blood and barely, well, keeping from passing out. She approaches him and unceremoniously stabs one of her blades through his left arm as he pitifully screams in pain. This is for the technology you stole. She then materializes a second blade and pierces it through his other arm. This is for the lies you spoke. She then materializes a third blade and stabs it through his left leg. He again screams in pain and pleads for mercy. This is for everything that you did, experimenting on my people, experimenting and toying with their offspring. The man is about to pass out. Noticing that, she uses magic to heal him, just enough so he doesn't pass out, and then stabs another sword through his right leg. This is for my friend. The guy coughs up some blood, barely conscious, and then she materializes one last blade. And this is for me. And she stabs it straight through his chest, piercing his heart. She then spits at the corpse and walks away from him. Takes a deep breath and goes back to her chair and sits back down in her comfy throne. She is just lost in thought for a while, staying quiet and saying nothing.
I'm gonna let her moments of silence.
She then presses a button on the side of her chair. Call off the strike forces. Have them return immediately. If they are being assaulted, tell them to ignore it. Full retreat.
I'm gonna give like a small bowing nod.
I still cannot allow you humans to keep the technology that you have here. That being said, I have decided to spare this city, which means it is now my responsibility.
She looks a bit confused. What do you mean?
You can rule as you want, but I will have an influence here. I will guide what you cannot and can do with the technology that you have. If you cannot agree to this, then I will destroy it.
I do not think that humanity is ready for the demon level of technology. Not yet. But slow progress is better than none. Thank you.
By the way, you see that all the machines that were set below are now starting to get extracted from the city, and things are calming down. While there is some smoke and destruction, the city, for the better part of it, is mostly intact. It seems like most of the damage and war was concentrated over the open seas in the air. So, apart from a lot of machines dying, hopefully there have been few human casualties.
Mm-hmm.
She looks towards the machines that have been escorting you. You can move us back to alert status 5. You can return their weapons. Treat them as guests. The machines quickly return your weapons and go off to do their duties, leaving only one guide with you.
Yeah,
Now
I'm gonna
then.
place the daggers back on.
I took a look at the footage from the hangar. Your ship is useless. I will have some of my machines escort you back when you are ready.
Thank you. I must ask, if you're going to be here, does that mean you're no longer going to be on the front lines?
Iris, I told you when we first met. I came here seeking vengeance. By being here, I disobeyed the overlord. My people's fate is already decided.
I see.
I will leave some of my more capable machines to overlook the city. But I will leave. There's no point in getting this place destroyed along with my ship and my people.
Destroyed? You could do it differently.
I oppose the will of the overlord. The only punishment is death.
Well, could join me. She's just smiling a little bit.
I refuse.
I guess it was worth a try.
I'm assuming Lucretia facepalms because Iris literally asked a leader who has complicated relationships to join me, it's okay, because that's not exactly how it works, sadly.
Yeah, I'm basically at
Come
this point, I'm
on.
just kind of leaning on my sword like a cane, and the second she's like, "Well, you could join me," I'm just like face palm. Like,
Again,
this is why
Iris
you
was
ask me
kidding.
before you say things.
Again, Iris was kidding.
I'm still face palming.
He was kidding. Unless she said yes, then I totally would.
Though, in a serious note, I hope to see you around again. I do. Because I meant what I said. I'm not just gonna change the world for humans. I think I decided that long ago.
Nothing can oppose the will of the overlord. He is not a person. He is a calamity. Nothing can stand up to that power. But
Maybe.
while your ambitions are foolish, it is such foolish thoughts that made her so dear to me.
That
She
is true.
says that as she reminisces about her dead friend.
You have already seen much of what I can do. Just have a bit of hope.
There is no hope, Iris. Not for either of us. You do not know. You did not see what I saw. Our fates are unavoidable. The overworld is everything.
Yeah, it's just stoic towards that.
In the distance, you see that suddenly there is a bright orange light that turns into flames, like a meteor falling from the sky, and it crashes somewhere on the outskirts of the city. From
Wait.
there, you sense a absolute maddening rage, as something of pure malice and anger just touched down, and even though you were miles and miles away, you hear it.
It looks like she's back after flying away. See, I told you that was real.
Well, Agatha says, looks like the fate of the city is decided after all. You have my condolences.
Agatha, have you not learned yet? She's gonna turn away. I got another problem to sort out. I'll see you later. Hope to see you
Agatha
again.
just quietly sits in her chair, not saying anything with her stoic expression. She knows that she will never see you guys again. I mean, as soon as she leaves, she's probably going to get killed. So she just quietly watches as you all are leaving.
Actually, all of us are not leaving yet.
Oh?
What was the name of her psychotic bitch?
Fiona. Fiona Riot.
Before we leave, there's one question I would like answered, if you may. If I may.
What is it?
Your comrade Fiona. Judging from the way she spoke, I'm guessing she's not exactly one of your people, more like a mercenary, yes?
That is correct. As I lack any battle experience, I thought it fitting that we should have someone that can handle those duties for me.
So I was wondering, who did she serve for you, and who would benefit from you being tied up here for an extended period of time?
It was through a connection that I have. A connection that I've used many times, in fact. For I do not know their name. They have only given me their pen name.
May I ask what it is?
I believe it was the Hollowed Words Month.
I fucking knew it.
Oh shit.
Alyssia just, I see. Thank you. And then she exits the bridge.
I hope you treat the same justice upon her. Just saying.
Well, get
Bitch.
fucked, Fiona. Are we gonna have to fight that
And people are
Oni
wondering
now?
why I want to establish my own information network. Gee, I wonder why.
Don't worry. Hopefully I can take care of it.
Yeah, I think I'm done for the day.
Yeah.
Or week.
I'm starting to get to that point.
I think I've done enough suicidal things for today. Or a lifetime.
Still.
As you guys are slowly getting through the corridors of the ship, you notice from the glasses now that the alarms have stopped blaring and the things have unsealed. Some of the people you met with earlier are very quizzingly looking at you guys, wondering what the fuck's going on, why are you guys here? And super confused about the whole experience. Also, Andre manages to contact you guys and you hear, guys, I know it's been a rough day and all, but I think we have another problem.
Yes, I'm coming. I'm coming.
And with that, she actually closes the connection. It seems that she is very busy.
I see you
So
guys.
yes, you
later.
guys are heading back to the ship.
Hope she hangs around. I still want to talk to so many people on this ship.
Nope, she gonna get fogged.
Unfortunately, Eris, I'm pretty sure this is the last time we'll ever be seeing any of these people.
Hopefully.
I have hope.
I sure as hell aren't coming up here again.
Hey, I promise we won't crash into it. We'll sneak in the box.
I have nothing but bad memories up here.
That's weird. All I remember is bad memories down there. This place has been rather nice.
Can we just go deal with the Oni so I can sleep?
Okay. So yeah, we're gonna probably get the robots to take us down.
As you would expect that, but no, actually. And no, it was not him, Barbosa. Actually, MacGyver down there, or Maverick as you like to call him, has taken it upon himself to disassemble some of the helper bots around the hangar, and has been quick fixing the ship with a lot of duct tape and parts.
Oh, what the fuck?
And
Holy
he goes,
hell.
there, she's done, we can go guys, let's go.
Are you sure you're not a mechanic?
Please no.
It's okay, it's fine. When I flunked mechanical school, I got into piloting, but I honestly have talent for both. I don't know why I flunked, it's fine.
It's our only way down. Everyone get in.
Experta.
Yeah?
Or I know the flying robotic things around.
Yes.
Alyssia walks over to one of those and asks for a ride.
The machine looks at you and for some reason is very inclined to do exactly what you want it to.
It's just gonna collapse onto
Fuck
the
that
ship.
ship.
She'd rather lay
so
down.
dumb.
It's like, Oh yeah, the woman's still here, isn't she? Oh, there we go.
Trisha, yep.
I don't want ever.
She's still unconscious.
By the way, she's gonna point towards Horatius. Don't want ever to hear you complain about how I spare people. She says as closed her eyes. Maverick, when everyone's on, take off towards the city.
Hey, wait, who are you again?
Captain.
Captain? I'm the captain. What? Usurper.
You're the pilot.
Oh yeah, right. Okay then, let's go, Captain. Hurrah!
She nods, smiling
Lucretia's
away.
just gonna sit down. She's too tired to panic right now.
So, did I handle that well, Lucretia?
There were a few unnecessary comments, but yeah.
I can't hide my personality.
You
But-
can try.
That would be boring.
We literally both said the same thing.
I promise I won't start wars at the very least.
Yeah.
Down to the city we go.
Right.
And as you guys get ready to depart, how did that old saying go? Ah,
Fuck
yes.
bitches get money.
Talk
from
shit,
the-
get hit.
Guys, please. Trying to be cool and stuff. Come on. As you guys board the ship and prepare to depart to head back down to Grendel, well, as that old saying goes, from the frying pan into the fire. You've just had a very, very long day. Bones are broken, muscles are torn. Maybe even fates were shattered. And maybe even hopes were crushed. However, there is still a job left to be done. And you have resolved yourself to see it through. As you head out to meet your greatest challenge below, the fury and the rage of the mythical and terrifying, seemingly unbeatable full rage of an Oni. And with the battle cry of the angry raging monster, you fill your hearts with determination to go do one last job.
It's a fucking dragon!
More like an ancient wyvern.